Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Ripple and XRP. Want us to do a full technical update, and there's also some news we need to talk about. So enough to talk about, right? I'm not sure how I'm going to structure this video yet. I think we'll start with the technicals. I mean, the technicals right now are still very similar as they were before. We are on top of this major support level right here between 55 and 54 cents. It's holding us up relatively well. We also got some bullish confirmations right here, for example, by breaking above 56 cents a couple of times. So that's good. All right, that's relatively healthy. Like if you compare this movement right here for XRP with Bitcoin's movements, which is still bearish, it's still making lower lows. It's actually very bullish. All right, and that's also what we saw over the last couple of days. Like sometimes, or at least quite often. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see it right here. I'm trying to show you. So yeah, I mean, here you can see that XRP for a majority of the time in the last, what is it? Like since the 2nd of September has been at least in the top 6 cryptos, which is pretty good, right? So it's among the likes of Sui, Floki, and Ladies, which all rallied quite a bit. I would say XRP is holding up better, but that's a technical situation. We're holding up relatively well. However, there's also technically no sign of bullish momentum yet, and that's also important to know for the fundamentals we have to talk about. But that's also why, technically, because if you look at the open interest right here, like I said, there's not much to be excited about. The open interest or the momentum is relatively flat here. So that's also why I still think you still need to be careful of some sort of a drop below 54 cents. Because if we do drop down below that, due to the strength of that level, we'll probably drop down quite a bit lower, like into 52, 51, but probably even like 50 cents. So be ready for that, all right? I don't think at this moment there's enough of a reason to buy XRP at these levels, but 50 cents I do think is a good buy opportunity. But then we have to talk about the fundamentals. Obviously, and I've talked about this quite a lot, October the 6th, I believe, is the appeal date, right? So until then, Ripple and the SEC can still appeal the decision made on August the 7th. So that's an interesting date, right? Because that is the real end of the case between Ripple and the SEC. So that could be a bullish catalyst. So ahead of that, we could see some bullish momentum. So that's an interesting fundamental event. That's interesting news. And then apart from that, we had an interview yesterday with Brad Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse about the Ripple stablecoin, right? So about Ripple USD. And he announced that would probably be launching in the next weeks and not months. I would still say like weeks, not months. Usually when you say that, it will still take a couple of weeks, right? But that's another fundamental event before which we could see some bullish momentum. Now, both of these events, like I would say the deadline for the appeal is the main event. I think that's bigger than the Ripple USD, because, I mean, Ripple USD, it could be a good thing, right? And I know a lot of you will probably think it's great, and that could be true, but it is also something uncertain. And I still remember when it got announced, I believe we got some bullish momentum, but not a whole lot of it. Right, while every announcement and every news around the case between Ripple and SEC is much bigger. So those are two, in terms of fundamentals, those are two relatively solid fundamentals to look forward to. But then we get back to the technicals. I think those are interesting, right? So I do think we can have some opportunities to buy XRP ahead of that and actually make some money. But what I always want to see as well is technical confirmation. And at this point of time, that's not there. All right, so it's good that you know about it, and I will keep you updated on that, but I need to see at least some sort of a jump in momentum or some sort of a solid technical breakout on a higher time frame level, such as 58 cents, before I would consider buying. So for now, in terms of price, I think it's most likely that Bitcoin will hold support, and that therefore XRP will also be able to hold this consolidation right here, but I don't expect anything massive, and I'm even most prepared for not the bullish breakout, but in case Bitcoin is not able to hold support, to drop into 51 and 50 cents for XRP. And I think you should be too. But those are my thoughts, at least for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.